Millie, you're such a dirt. Millie, leave her. She just wants to roll in the grass. Such a menace. Cheeky little monkey. So, as you will have seen, Bella had her scan yesterday, and we are very happy that she is very pregnant. Aren't you, Bobos? You got all them babies cooking. So I'm busy playing, Mum. So we saw 11 on the scan. So Joe is incredibly experienced. Northwest Breeding Services have been running for a very long time. They were there right at the start of our Wolfie journey when Toki had her first litter, which Zeus was in 7 years ago. Well, her only litter. So I trust her very well, and she's always been pretty accurate with scan counts. But a lot can happen in between them obviously being scanned and giving birth. They can reabsorb puppies, which is what happened with our first litter. On her first litter she scanned for 11, but she only gave birth to 8. And we could see on that first scan that she had then that some of the puppies were reabsorbing at that point, and they did, and she only went on to give birth to 8. On her second litter we were pretty spot on. She scanned for 10, she had 10, but one of them unfortunately was stillborn, and we couldn't get it revived. It was born many hours after all of the others. It will have been one of the ones that was very high up in the uterine horn. So for those of you that aren't familiar with canine biology, and a lot of people aren't going to be at a level where you'd know about obviously reproductive stuff, instead of having one central uterus like humans do, dogs have 2 uterine horns. So they have one that goes down one side, one that goes down the other side, and they join in the middle at the bottom, where they would come out through the vagina and everything. So it's kind of almost like a tube type shape. So obviously the puppies are in a line down that tube. So the ones that are right up the top obviously take longer to come down, and unfortunately we think that's what happened with that puppy. It was obviously one of the ones that was right up the top and took its time coming down, and by the time it came out it just didn't have the strength to live in this world, unfortunately. It was absolutely heartbreaking. I was devastated. It's one of the horriblest things that happens, but is nature, is why they have so many puppies. So yeah, so obviously we had 9 surviving puppies. So although she's scanned for 11, we may not end up with 11 puppies. It all just depends. We just have to wait and see. But it's very exciting. We're very, 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 very happy. Bella is being a very little puppy, very good puppy cooker. Little incubator that she is. She's wonderful. Bella, this way, sweetheart. Good girl. So we've started obviously now doing all of the expensive stuff. So last night I ordered 11 embarks. So even if we don't end up with 11 puppies, I can keep the ones that we don't use on this litter. I'm actually going to embark test Toki because she's never been embarked. She was put through all of her health testing and everything before embark was a thing. So it would just be really nice to kind of finish off everybody at home to be embarked. And obviously then if there's still any extra after that, they'll be kept for future litters and things like that, so it's not really a problem. I'd rather have too many tests than not enough. So that then means that when the puppies are born, as soon as they're born, I can swab them and we can get those tests sent off straight away, because then we can get the parentage back, as well as all the other embark stuff that we send off for Wolf anyway. For their registration, we'll know the parentage on the puppies pretty quickly, which is good, because that's what we need to do to be able to choose who's going where and things like that, or to help with choosing who's going where. I've ordered a bunch of vet bed because we'll need that. I've ordered some more litter collars so we can identify them when they're born, because they're all probably going to be the same colour, or similar in coloration. So all of that's kind of on the go. There'll be other bits added to the whelping kit as we go along that have been used with the previous litters when they've been born. Millie! Good girl, what you doing? Hey Bobo, who's a good girl? You good girl. Millie, come. Come on, Stinky. I know you can see them wabbits. Leave it. Good girl. Thank you, Millie. Bella, come. Bubba. Come on. They're just watching the rabbits up there in the grass. Good girls. Well done. So yeah, so all of that's obviously on the go now, and there'll be a lot of prepping and things like that. In a couple of weeks, we'll get Bella's whelping box set up, and I will start sleeping in the front room with her, ready for her last sort of week or so of pregnancy. So we'll just keep her having her own quiet space. She'll still keep coming out for walks and things for as long as she wants to, although the bigger she gets, the more waddly she'll get. And the less she'll want to walk and run around. She's already a little bit less playful, as you saw with her with Millie before, when Millie was trying to goad her into playing and she wasn't really keen on it. But yeah, so we'll see. What are you doing over there, Mills? It's a beautiful morning this morning. Kick ass. But yeah, so lots and lots to happen now before the puppies arrive. But this is like the quiet before the storm, basically. And we'll be doing more, we'll get more stuff ready. So we'll be ordering things like getting the wormers for the puppies, and obviously wormers for Bella and things like that as well. So if you've watched any of our previous video diaries for litters, worming is a big thing with baby puppies. Even though your parent dogs are wormed regularly, the females still hold, there's a type of worm that lays dormant within the mother that gets triggered when the puppies start lactating, when the puppies start feeding and she starts lactating, that pass down through her milk to the puppies. And there's no way of getting rid of those. You just have to worm mummy and the puppies once they're here and they're ready and they're old enough. So that's something that's very, very important. That's why you can end up with very poorly wormy puppies if you don't. So things like that, and there's all sorts of other little bits and pieces that we'll discuss as things go along. I've already started buying toys because even before I knew she was definitely pregnant, it's like, well, if I don't use the toys for the litter, the grown-up dogs will have them anyway, so it's fine. Never have too many toys. Bella, wait there, sweetheart. So yeah, so we're gonna go finish our walkies now. Go to the park. Yes. Once Millie's finished sniffing for wabbits. Yes, he was sniffing for wabbits, Millie. Good girl. And yeah, and we'll keep you updated as things keep going along. And there will be little puppy wiggle movement videos, which is my absolute favourite part of the pregnancy. Millie. Been able to sit there with my hand on Bella's tummy. Bella. Good girl. And feel the little babies wiggle, which is the best. But we're gonna go and enjoy the rest of our walk. And I hope you all enjoy your day. And we'll catch up with you later. Good girl.